Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Cowboys going up against the Packers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Cooks will come in motion right. Off of play action, it's Watson. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 87 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses. Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Right. Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one complete to Martellus Bennett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
right, now look at 56. Let's go. 56.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he is knocked down from the side at the 32-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 68 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Here's Watson now on second down. That's taken in by the rookie Josh Malone. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A handoff as they run the counter play. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Watson off play action. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Bennett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Packers pick it up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here we go. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round. Let's round.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Here we go! Ohio!
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
All right, now look at it. Now let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Set. 3-19.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Ohio!
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to sling this deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we've reached... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Watson down to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he's able to get up here to the 26. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Detroit! No. Check. Leopard. Back there.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? the guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Now let's go. 3-19.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Back to throw here. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
All right, now, look at this. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Shit.
to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete left side, the tight end Rodgers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And to give this time to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go. What? 9. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
Now it's Watson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Bucky Hodges, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. first down. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Cowboys. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Back to throw, Watson. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Well, this is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, Riley. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On first and 10, Riley looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Montgomery, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Off the bootleg, Riley. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Throwing on first down, Riley. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett, the intended target. And now it's second down.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
Back to the air on second down. Riley trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Jalen Smith. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Watch right, we got right. Good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.